Baked potato changed my life. Baked potato showed me the way. If you want to know what is wrong from right, you must listen to what potatoes say.
Wash your hands and stay indoors.
Thank you, baked potato.
Only visit grocery stores.
Thank you, baked potato. And if you want to have a better day, you must listen to what the baked potatoes say.
Keep your distance, make some space.
Thank you, baked potato.
Remember not to touch your face.
Thank you, baked potato. And if you want to have a better day, you must listen to what the baked potatoes say. B-A-K-E-T.
And so it goes on. 12:35 is the time. Matt Lucas joins us on the line now. Matt, thank you and congratulations on your storming of the hit parade. What is the thinking behind the baked potato song?
Hello, James. It's a pleasure to be on your show. You know, I'm a regular listener. What is the inspiration? Well, it's such a strange thing. So as you say, I did this song about 20 years ago on Shooting Stars, and I was sat a couple of weeks ago watching the news and seeing that people were still going out. They were still going to bars and restaurants. And it was making me anxious as an asthmatic. It was, and just as a human, it was making me anxious. And I think somebody must have tweeted me about the baked potato song, which is the original one, which I do sometimes get people contact me about that one and about a couple of the other songs that I did on that show. And it just occurred to me, just in a moment, just rewrite the lyrics. So I sat at my piano and I played a version of the song with rewritten lyrics that were relevant to now, not really thinking anything of it. I thought, well, I don't know, 500 people might see it on Twitter or something like that. But within about 48 hours, I think it had 3 million views, and it had started to gain momentum, and people were doing their own versions of the song, uploading their own covers, changing the lyrics, doing all sorts. It was sort of becoming a bit of a meme or a viral thing or whatever the young people say. And so one of my friends said to me that I should record it and give the money to charity. And while I was doing all of that, while all of that was happening, I was actually working with a few other people on launching a charity. So it made sense to put the two things together.
And the charity is designed to feed NHS workers, doing it alongside the food chain Leon, and I know Damien Lewis and Helen McCrory are very involved as well. I mean, give us an idea how much money you're aiming to raise, how much you have raised, and what the money has been and will be spent on.
I'm going to go online right now as I speak to you. The aim was to raise £1 million. We launched 10 days ago. We've raised 854,000. And if anybody wants to add to the coffers, they can download that song, or if they want to keep their sanity, they can just go to feednhs.com and just donate some money instead.
They can sidestep the song.
They can if they want to, but obviously we'd love them to download the song because all proceeds from the song go to the charity. But you can just go to feednhs.com and make a donation, and we're so grateful. And the money initially was going to UCLH and Imperial to basically provide hot, nutritious food free of charge, delivered straight to the hospitals where those frontline critical care workers are at work. So the one thing they don't have to worry about is just eating, because of course when we set all this up, the supermarkets were empty at that point, and even just the restaurants and cafes around those hospitals are not open at the moment. So it's just one less thing that they have to worry about. And it's nutritious food as well. And we have lots of other restaurant chains like Dishoom and Wasabi that have come on board. And any profits that anyone is making goes straight back into the charity. But now we're at a stage where we want to distribute a good portion of the funds that we've raised around the country. So if anybody's listening to this, and they work, because I know you have a lot of listeners outside London as well. And if anybody's listening and they work at an NHS hospital outside of London, and they think that we could help them in terms of connecting them with local food suppliers, and we have some funds now available, then please go to feednhs.com and contact us, because we have more funds now than we were sort of anticipating getting, and the total is going up more and more. So we want to make it a national thing.
Fantastic. And how are you personally, if you don't mind me asking, finding the self-isolation? You mentioned your asthma and health reasons why you would be observing it particularly keenly. Are you keeping amused?
Yeah, well, the Feed NHS venture and sort of promoting this song and getting the message out there is basically what I'm doing. And I should say that John Vincent, who's the CEO of Leon, and Damien Lewis and Helen McCrory really are the heroes here, because they're the ones really... You
wrote the song, Lucas. You wrote the song, mate.
Yeah, but they're the ones making all the phone calls and working hard on the mechanics of how to get the money to people, how to get the food to people, of calling the restaurants. They're doing all of that. They're really the hard workers. I am just singing about a potato, let's be honest.
Just remind us where the original song came from. What was the thinking behind it?
I wish I knew. The original song was, I used to be the score.
George Dawes.
I was George Dawes. On this really weird panel game show for many years, and one series I said to Vic and Bob, who were the hosts and the creators of the show, the stars of the show, can I do a little song each week? And they were like, sure, yeah. So it kind of came out of that, and I would write these very strange, very short, surreal songs, and some of them really are people still listen to them today, which is not something I ever expected. So when I was sat there 2 weeks ago writing the song, when I recorded the video 2 weeks ago, which is just me at my piano playing, actually I'm not that smiley in the video, because I was incredibly anxious at that moment. I think it was that Tuesday when it really started to sink in. Oh my God, we are in life-changing trouble here. So I'm as cheery as I can be in that video, but I'm not as smiley as I usually am, because there's just this version of the song came out of anxiety, but it also came out of a sense that, children's lifestyles and, with young children, it's all about routine, and now their routines are being disrupted. They can't go to school. They have to see their friends online. There's so many things, they can't go to the playgrounds and things like that. So I did just think, well, if I rewrite these words and I can communicate to kids, some very simple. And
it really
rules.
has. It really has. I mean, my 11-year-old's absolutely mad for it. And Scott in Oxbridge has been in touch. Scott's been in touch to say that his 5-year-old now responds to any request to do anything by saying, "Thank you, baked potato." So thank you for that, Matt Lucas. That's
all right. And then the other thing that happened is I did a duet with it online with Gary Barlow on Friday.
Of course you did.
And now I've got sort of other rock stars and pop stars sort of saying they would like to do it as well. So there'll be a few more duets appeering online with me, with just the great and the good singing this song. And I would love it. Anyone who likes the song to sing it themselves and spread the message, and also make a donation. If you can go to feednhs.com, or you can go to www.thankyoubakedpotato.com and make a donation.
Fantastic.
There.
It's even got its own website. Matt Lucas, you're a star. There are a million reasons to follow Matt Lucas on Twitter already during these relatively dismal times, but this is indeed another one. And as he stresses, do get over to the Just Giving page for Feed NHS, or either of the web pages that he's just described, to throw a few quid in the